Are these new banners really worth spending your precious primos on? Or is MiHoYo just baiting you? You're in luck because something video intro. Yeah, I see now that I glossed over that part of my script. Sorry for the wait, guys. I was busy watching the new season of Baki. Kind of redundant since I caught up on the manga, but hey, don't blame me. I wanted to see Pickle get some friction on in color. Disregarding my anime preferences, let's talk about the game that I'm surprised hasn't gotten a Netflix original yet. I mean, come on. I think it'd be a pretty fluid motion. Fucking League of Legends got one. And their fan base smells like 2 notches worse than ours. If you haven't noticed, which I don't blame you, I haven't touched the game in a couple of days on account of being shafted with the current banners. The 4.0 livestream has been released and I am what I assume to be the last vulture to feast off of its corpse. Having a production crew would be nice. I could be like House, but instead of Vicodin, I smoke evil wizard weed. Anyway, the banners for this update go as follows. In the first phase, you have the new kids on the block, Lyney and Lynette, with Lyney being the 5-star as predicted. Oh, Yelan's cool as well. Wait, if they're siblings, then why is Lynette the only cat person? I mean, is that what they based their whole cat magician thing off of? Maomaomao. Time will tell, hopefully. The phase 2 banners are Zhongli and Partalia. Yay. I think this image explains my conflicting feelings quite effectively. You know, I was originally going to upload a Genshin Update roadmap prediction style video, but that shit died in the drafts. My point is that I fucking called it. Joining them is the new resident 4-star Freminet. Now that I've filled you in, it's time to get into the analytical side of the video. The part where I sell you my totally unbiased, completely legitimate suggestion based on cold hard facts and logic, and not on my personal hatred for a certain Fatui Harbinger. Don't flame me in the comments. Love the character, hate the kit. If I show you my Ajax body pillow, will you leave me alone? That's right. We're on a first name basis. Now, are the banners in the first half satisfactory? I'd say kinda. I'd say they're not terrible. From the very little gameplay we've seen, Lyney doesn't seem like a terrible pickup. Maomaomao. Although his kit seems pretty gimmicky. See what I did there, by the way? Maomaomao. I'll definitely upload a more in-depth video regarding him when more is known. Lynette doesn't seem like she solves any problems her element has, not that Animo has any problems to begin with, so her kit most likely synergizes with a specific type of team comp. Hell, she even looks like she might find herself a main/sub DPS spot on some pretty fun-looking teams. I'm going to pull for her, obviously. At this point, I just have to own every Animo character. Plus, I do have a catgirl spirit, so her struggles speak to me. Yelan is also a solid pickup if you just really hate magicians. But before we continue, is this your card? No? Ah, geez, I was sure you picked the subscribe button. Better play it safe and hit that before you start vomiting out like buttons. Yelan is a great Hydra support, on top of being a pretty decent damage dealer in her own right. Can't go wrong with picking her, but if you already have C6 Xingqiu, you probably need her a little bit less. I mean, I want all of them, but my bank account sure doesn't. Not gonna give this one a proper rating since there's too much up in the air right now. The DailySSJ rating is a solid 11 out of 10 because new character means neuron activation. What about the second phase? The time has finally come. Zhongli returns from his slumber only for me to not pull for him again. Sorry, but that's just how the dominoes fall. My Zhao team has fallen. Billions must disappear. Now, Zhongli is an amazing unit to grab, but you don't need me to tell you that. Tartaglia, on the other hand, I mean, as much of a meme it is to hate on him, some of you probably already have one of them by now. You can always shoot for C1. That's such a clutch victory from the jaws of defeat idea, but hey, it works. If you get him C1, he works a hell of a lot better and even becomes a pretty decent unit. I honestly believe they shoehorned him into the story just so they could put him in a banner again. But how could I forget about Freminet, the character I'm honestly super pissed I probably won't be pulling for. Now, from what we've seen, it almost seems like he should have been a 5-star with how detailed his kit is. Too bad he's been relegated to 4-star hell and thus most likely won't get the TLC he deserves. It's like playing a Frost Death Knight in World of Warcraft. You know, if there's any overlap between Genshin and WoW. Asmongold doesn't count. You pop all your cooldowns, get your rotation perfect, just absolutely no life that shit, and boom. Still doing less than a character you just press the Q button and win instantly. Disappear! I give the phase 2 banners a solid 6 out of 10, heavily being weighed by Zhongli. We have been introduced to a metric fuck ton of new characters in just the teaser trailers alone. You can't possibly tell me with a straight face that these new guys are going to be better than all of them. Maomaomao. Not even mentioning Fontaine's Archon. As we know, Genshin's Archon rule is that every Archon of each new region literally cannot go Titsa. They have to have some sort of area of expertise that they alone rule. Now obviously Lyney is not encroaching on that sort of area, Maomaomao. But I mean, shouldn't you save for a character you know is going to be good? Plus, some of the other characters that they've revealed seem like they're going to be, in the nicest way possible, more interesting. 4.0 update does 4.0 update shit. Why would MiHoYo come out with their best foot forward when they can just convince you to spend more money? Or beat it out of you? I mean, I'm obviously still gonna pull, but that's just because I have terrible impulse control. What can I say? I have an addictive personality, but in the cool way, like the you guys love it kind of way, not the I smoke crack rocks kind of way. So as for 4.0, I'm not as disappointed as I expected, even though I predicted this pretty much to a T. Not that you'd know. Sorry about that. Pretty decent banners for an intro update to the new region, but there is obviously going to be more in store. If you felt this video wasn't as informative as others, then I'm sorry. I could have used leaks, but I'd rather remain within the good graces of miHoYo. I'll make a more detailed version later, promise. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a comment giving me your feedback, or just tell me how your day's been. As always, I will reply to that shit.